on my mother's
Do you know
life.
who he's talking about?
No, wait. Yeah, I shook him and I'm looking at him and I'm like, wait, fam, on my mother's life, this guy looks like Ronaldinho.
The next day I went to school and like I told people, yo, I saw Les Ferdinand. Nobody said anything. They're like, yeah, whatever. So I was like,
It's not Ronaldinho, is it?
So I
Do you really want to know?
Welcome back to the MVP podcast. Mandem.
we made it.
We're back.
We made it.
Another tough week.
Oh my God. Nah, it's all right. It wasn't that hard this week, man. It wasn't that hard.
I don't know what week you've had, mate.
Although a lot of my students are doing their trial exams this week. So I think that's
students.
Oh, so stressful times.
Stressful
Make the
times,
teachers
man.
proud.
Yeah. So they're working hard, which is good. But it's
Before we do anything, please like the video.
I like it.
Share.
I like it. You're
We do it
right.
at the end, and I know for a fact, ain't none of you guys getting to the end. Yeah, I know for a fact.
How
I've
do you
seen
know?
a few times.
You never know, man. But honestly, like, share, and subscribe.
Yes.
It makes a massive difference, doesn't it?
Yes.
More people get to see it. Channel grows. All of that. So it is what it is. Anyway, Mandem, we're meant to be talking football, but it's this whole week.
It's the winter break, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the winter break. It's not nice, is it?
Boring, isn't it?
It's a bit late, though, isn't it, to have the winter break? I
know.
feel like. Shouldn't it be over the Christmas period, at least?
I think it's like the Bundesliga do it around Christmas, don't they?
Yeah, they do. But January times, 1st of January, that
Yeah.
everyone's gone.
Even La Liga do that. In fact, all the leagues do that except for us. Like,
But
everyone does
it took the longest for England to kind of jump on this whole winter break because they were against it.
Football's like, as much as football's probably big in Germany, it's big in Italy, it's big in France, wherever. I just think in England, it is the pinnacle of life, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Not
People-
true. Not true.
You don't think so?
No.
I feel that.
I don't know. No, there are a lot of countries where football is literally their first sport and their only sport.
Fair dues, but
In the Netherlands, football is like
It's interesting because when you put football, especially the Premier League, you associate it with the winter fixtures.
Yeah.
So the fact that someone thought of a winter break, it clashes against that.
Yeah.
Like you expect more games in winter, not less.
they do. Don't you think they already play quite a lot of football? They do need a break.
More football. That's what people want.
no, they do need break. I think
They do
so.
need a break.
I
They
thought the winter
Definitely
break was
do-
brilliant.
Definitely need a break, but
Like, look how much football is played now.
I'm dead against this whole Christmas period thing. A lot of people like it because they're off on holiday and they've got something to do. But at the same time, what Liverpool might get robbed a FA Cup because of all the fixture congestion that they had. It cost them the Carling Cup.
Yeah.
So do you know what I mean? Like,
to be fair, they disrespected the FA Cup. Man.
but they should have. But they really should have. But they really should have disrespected. How many? Yeah, but how many more
It's like
games
the
do you want
oldest
them to
winning
play?
cup going on.
I know, but how many games do you want them to
want
play?
them to
Respect to it.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, even at work, you get told to prioritize,
Yeah,
do the
true.
important stuff first, and then leave everything else to the end. We get told that all the time.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So if you're prioritizing, considering you've got 20 games in like 3 hours, you pick the most important ones.
You don't want to be worried about Shrewsbury.
Yeah, that's
You
what I'm
want to be worried
saying.
about the big
Although we have to give them a massive amount of respect for winning that game. Massive amount of respect,
They
man.
came to
Average
play,
age of 19. If I was Shrewsbury, I'd be embarrassed. I don't care how good Liverpool is.
Yo,
I'd be embarrassed.
Liverpool straight up played their reserve team. Like that wasn't Liverpool.
It wasn't their reserve team, lad. It was the under 19s,
Was it on the 19?
bro.
Even still, bro. Like Shrewsbury, go assess your lives, man.
Really? No, real talk. They really do need to assess that. That is poor. But the other day I realized, like, Brexit.
We're leaving.
We're leaving. Technically, people think we've left. We haven't left yet. All the laws are still in place until the end of this year. They've got 10 months basically to strike a deal. Although I feel like they've been trying to strike a deal for the
For about
last
3 years,
yeah,
innit?
3 years or so, and it never worked out. So we're gonna leave with no deal. Yeah,
Most likely.
we are gonna leave with no deal.
Deal or no deal. No deal.
Do you know why I wish that Brexit?
Called banger.
I wish we had put Brexit in a little bit earlier, like it was a year ago or something. Do you know why?
Why would you want it to be a year ago?
We wouldn't have Igalo.
Colour came from China, but
Yeah, I know, but
That's not
the
part
thing is, I'm sure he has to like apply for a visa, which
think he's
means
got his- Yeah, but
deadline day signings are a myth. Surely.
No,
No, but it's an insane circumstance because he's an athlete, so he'll get preferential treatment when it comes to getting
A visa. I don't think that's how it works, you know.
I'm pretty sure it's.
I know
it works on a point system. If you have a certain amount of
I know
international caps,
I know, but I'm pretty sure that the paperwork takes a little bit longer than.
Well,
Shout
I think
out
Man
to the
United
Wolves.
can. To be fair, Man United can do whatever the hell they want, man. They can doctor some papers if they want.
That's true, but how do you think that's going to affect?
I don't think it is. I'm
anything.
going to be honest with you. First and foremost, I don't think anybody knows what's happening going forward.
No.
I think for the last 3 years we've been in the dark. We've not known anything.
Yeah.
But ultimately, you know, like I said, these are athletes, innit? And this is a multi-million pound game. The football period. You know, how much revenue does it bring in? So I think there'll be ways around it. There'll be stuff in contracts, you know, small prints and stuff like that. They'll be able to get people over here. I don't necessarily think Brexit is going to mean that, you know, nobody from a European league is going to be able to play in the Premier League. Or
Oh no, it's not a case of not being able to play. They'll be able to play.
What about the youngsters that are going to be, if they wanted to move to a Premier League club, especially if they're like 16, 17, 18, it's going to be difficult for them.
Very, very
I
difficult
don't
because they
think
don't.
Brexit necessarily. Like, I don't think that's. I think there's a misconception around Brexit with meaning that people can't just hop across the borders and stuff like that.
But they can't because of Brexit. They're talking about implementing a visa system, which means people can't hop in anymore.
You'll just get a visa, won't you?
Yeah,
that's
but
the
it depends on
whole
what the
point.
criteria.
I think
Yeah,
it's gonna be really
what are the criteria going to be for you to get a visa? If it's just a case of like you do in Turkey, which is visa upon arrival, but then even then that's a tourist one. So that I should have never said that. But if it's a case of a work visa, that takes time. That has to go through proper channels and stuff.
They'll have some form of system in it. I can't see anybody not being able to come over.
No, no. Again, they will be able to come over. The point system will still work. The point I'm trying to make is deadline day deals. Will they be affected by it?
They make a bid in like August time, and then like the paperwork be done by January.
Exactly. No, but the point I'm trying to make is like, are the Premier League going to do it in a way that get the signing over with first, and then get the visa sorted, or do you have to get the visa first before you get to sign? So if it's a case of get the visa first to sign, then it gets.
I think
it gets a
that
bit
agents
problematic.
should be more responsible for attempting to get these players visas for going there, regardless if they're planning to sign there or not, just in case they do.
You can also get emergency visas, can't you?
Yeah, but emergency visas are just that. They're emergency. That doesn't apply.
Yeah,
An emergency visa.
a £15 million move to Crystal Palace is not like, you know.
It depends if the squad depth isn't looking that big. You know what I mean?
Do you know, I was on Twitter yesterday, right? And I don't even know how this happens. I don't know how this happened, but in London, Kaka turned up.
Kaka.
Kaka turned up, yeah. And he played a football game with in Halston. And Kaka got the ball, he received it, right? If Kaka receives the ball, yeah, you have to be in awe. You just want to watch and see what he does. One absolute numpty just went, cut it back. I was like, don't cut it back, Kaka. Don't cut it back.
Imagine having
like,
audacity.
Imagine
Tell him what
to tell Kaka what to do.
Yeah.
A World Cup winner telling him, cut it back. Are you dumb? And then what Kaka did was he got past the man. Did you see the goal?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Honestly, yeah. Did that defender look a bit... Like, no disrespect to the guy, I don't know him on a personal level, but he just looked like he didn't want to be there. You know, as Kaka was running through...
I would have been gassed if it was Kaka. And you know what's funny?
I would try to get a slide tackle.
No.
I fell over.
No, and I wouldn't fall over, but I get what you mean. I would let him get past me. I would. I'd let him get past me.
Bro, imagine telling him,
Nah.
Kaka
What's that gonna do?
No, imagine telling him, yo, I tackled him, I got the ball off him.
Forget tackling. One guy megged him. Megged Kaka straight through the legs.
Wow.
But then his through ball afterwards was absolutely dreadful, and then Kaka just laughed it off. But the point is, like, I wouldn't try and tackle him, because the way I see it is now, he's a retired player. There's no show for me, so I'd rather him get past and get his moment rather than me get my moment. Because he's in Halsden. If I'm in Rio de Janeiro and I'm playing him, I am taking him out. Yeah. Or if I'm in Sao Paulo, I take him out. But if he's in Sheffield and he's playing with the man, then I'm not going to tackle him. No that.
Kaka comes in.
But you know, let me tell you a story now, yeah. And up to this day, Tariq I hate him. You weren't that far off as well, you know.
What's that?
You weren't far away from us. Listen to this story. I beg you, listen to the story, yeah. You know how I love to travel, right? So we must have gone to Rio. Yeah, when Rio de Janeiro, By the way, Brazil is lit.
I bet it is.
Brazil's lit. Oh my God, Brazil is lit. So we were on Copacabana Beach. Yeah. Let me tell you, all the hype, the beach is even better. Yeah. Whatever hype, all the songs they've written, no one did it justice, because when I got there, Copacabana was what?
It was lit, bro.
It was lit.
Lit.
Anyway, yeah, so now they've got all these volleyball. I don't know what to call it. I can't call it
beach
pictures.
volleyball, yeah, nets.
Like beach volleyball, and they've got like goals everywhere, like along the whole stretch along the beach. You could do loads of stuff. I don't know where we had our own ball. We didn't.
I was just chilling on my deck chair. On the
Yeah,
beach,
and we left. And it's really important to point out that we left our phones with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now me and Tariq have gone. Yeah, quite a trek to be fair. We walked quite a fair bit, and to play net to net. So we do net to net with Shun, and then one guy comes, he's walking past, and he just went no, because I missed it, and I was like, what? Psh, come here, cuz. Let me. Gave him the ball, and I said shoot. And as soon as I put the ball down, I had a proper look at him, and I was like, I recognize this guy. I swear to God, I recognize this guy, but I couldn't put my finger on it. Yeah. Listen to it, yeah. So now the guy takes a shot and he misses. And I was like, see, you can't do it either. So I gave him one of those shoulder ones. The shoulder ones. And I'm looking at him again on my mother's life.
Who he's talking about?
No, wait. Yeah. I shook him and I'm looking at him and I'm like, wait, fam, on my mother's life, this guy looks like Ronaldinho. I am not even kidding you. On my mother's life, it looked like Ronaldinho. But do you know what put me off? His teeth were perfect. So I was like, nah, never mind. That is Ronaldinho's teeth. You know what it is.
Yeah.
You know what it is. Ronaldinho's teeth are like this. So this guy must have walked past. And I even said to Tarek, yo, Tarek, he looks a lot like Ronaldinho. Tarek's like, no way. Did you not see him miss? Ronaldinho would never miss. Taking the mick. And then further on, he got mobbed by like a group of people, and people are taking pictures with him. And I'm like, it can't be. It has to be like a double ganger or something. Anyway, we went back, got my phone.
You looked at a picture of him.
Looked at the latest picture of him. The brother fixed his teeth.
You met Ronaldinho.
Well, we don't know. We don't know if it's true or not. Because the thing is, Tarek's convinced it's not. I am 100% convinced it was.
When they came back to me, I was like, yo, what the f*** you waiting for? Let's go find this guy. And then by the time we got back to the place, he was gone.
Yeah, it was gone.
I was like,
You fumbled the bag, bro.
Yeah, you swear twice. You swear twice. Let it be known. That's getting beeped out hella quick.
So, yo, that's just blown me out of the water. I cannot believe.
Honestly,
you met Ronaldinho.
No, don't say met Ronaldinho, because Tarek is convinced it's not him.
But
I am
people mob him
convinced.
then and take a photo?
That's
Surely it must
what
be-
I said.
People are not just gonna run.
That's
to
what I
the person.
said.
yeah.
That's what I said. I was
But
like,
then
no one's going to take a
missing
picture
the
with
shot
him.
doesn't give me the most confidence at the same time.
Yeah.
So I can see both sides of the argument.
Anyway, but it's a hole in my heart now that I can never fill.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, it's a hole in my heart.
You know, I met a footballer once, and I was a kid. We went to Alton Towers, and it was just like we were going to the log fumes. I wait in the queue, and like,
Rubber dinghy rapids.
Sit down. Like, legit, we were going down to these log fumes, and as we're walking up, there's like a place where people walk out, and I'm looking from a distance, and I see people. This guy just starts shaking hands with people. I'm like, who's this guy shaking hands with people? And I get closer. I'm like, yo, that's Les Ferdinand. I shook his hand. I was like, oh, nice to meet you. And then literally, wasn't even like 3 seconds, he just disappeared. The next day, I went to school. And like, I told people, yo, I saw Les Ferdinand. Nobody said anything. They're like, yeah, whatever. So I was like,
It's not Ronaldinho, is it?
so check this out. Exactly. I got that response. I was like, yo, brother, I met Michael Owen, man. Bare people came and said, yo, you met Michael Owen. One kid came up to me, he goes, can I shake your hand? I was like, sure. And then he goes, I shook the hand that shook Michael Owen's hand. I was like, you're lost, mate.
Oh, would you?
Much.
Oh, you had the code. What are you saying? You're good. Bless. We're just finishing off the pod now. We're nearly done. We're nearly done.
Now.
What are you saying? Yeah? Yeah, I'm blessed, fam. I'm blessed. Let's finish it off quickly because we've got a couple of minutes. He just came to ruin the video anyway. I might as well keep it in. But yeah, go on.
So I've got one. It wasn't me who personally met him, my cousin, but my first cousin, so he's very close to me and stuff like that. And he went to Turin. He did like Turin, Rome, and parts of Switzerland and stuff like that on a holiday. And he tells me a story. He goes, he saw a guy who looked a bit like a scruff. Yeah, he had like a bit beard was all over the place. And he's walking, and as he's walking, this guy's come out of like a building, a kind of official building, you know what I mean? One of them really nice government type looking ones. And he's got 2 people beside him. And my cousin looks at him and he's looking. And my cousin's really good, I must say, at spotting famous people. Like, I don't, I'll be honest with you. I'll look like, oh, that's Ronaldo. Oh, is it? You know what I mean? Oh, bloody hell, why have I not noticed him? You know what I mean? But he's really good at that. So he sees him, he goes to his mate, he goes, do you know what that is? And his mate of his, they went on a holiday with him, does not know anything about football. He goes, just a normal guy. He goes, mate, that's Pirlo. Do you not know who Pirlo is? So my cousin goes, forget you, come on, run with me. So my cousin does a 100-meter dash, yeah? My cousin's not a very fast runner, you get me? He's a skinny lad. But somehow he must have triggered the power of Usain Bolt or something. Because he goes, the way I sprinted, he goes, I nearly had a heart attack. So he goes up to him, he runs up to him, he goes, and you know, a lot of people, they have confidence in it. They come up to you, they'll be like, hi mate, can I take a photo? My cousin goes, are you Pirlo? So Pirlo looks at him like, yes. And he goes, can I take a picture with you? So he goes, okay, no problem. So he goes, he sits, he takes a very goofy picture with him, yeah, proper goofy and that. And then I said to him, so what did you learn from that interaction? He goes, Pirlo wears some nice aftershave, man. It smells so nice. he's got that. That's messed up. When he told me that story, man, I just think every time, like, that's a story, that's to top everything, innit? Like, he met one of the living legends, could have asked him any question, you know, could have took his free kick technique off him or something like that. And he goes, yeah, he was really nice aftershave. He smelled really nice.
Do you know what's funny? They, like, quite a while ago, United were playing in a, Manchester United were playing a Champions League game and they must have come back. My sister was on her way to the Netherlands.
Okay.
It was the airport, Manchester airport. And all the players came off of the plane and they came through the gate and they came out basically. And my sister saw them. And my sister doesn't give a damn about football. But she knew that I love football. This is in the times of Rooney, Ronaldo, Nani, all of them. So this is a while back. She calls me, she goes, oh, Mahmoud, do you know who's in front of me right now? And I was like, nah, who? Sir Alex Ferguson in your face! Look, Cristiano Ronaldo's here, Nani's here, Rooney's here. I said, wait, what? Take a picture. No. I said, put the phone down.
Wow.
How dread is that? How dread is that? On my mom's life, I was like, oh, she doesn't care. Just wanted to tell
Just
me
rub it
that
into
she
your
met
face.
all of them before I'd ever got a chance to see him. But man, then we're going to have to put a stop to it there.
No.
Guys, thank you so much for listening. We did this
fun,
part
man.
already. We did this part already.
Well,
like, share, subscribe,
Yeah.
all of that. Please do. Please do. And we'll be back again soon. So, peace.